to ignore him. Everyone can watch on the stream or just click watch. Pretty sure I have a 10-second delay, I think.
Windrunner at your service.
Okay, so we are here for the first round of the losers bracket. This is the best of 3. I meant to be explaining the rules each time, so if people watch the video, they can understand. But oh well, who cares? This is eonb. I'm just gonna keep calling him eonb, even if that's not how I pronounce it. Versus drinkallthemilk. As far as a little bit of background again, eonb was in that super hilarious group where like none of the players showed up, so him and Kikiwasu just automatically advanced through and basically made it here. Drinkallthemilk, I forget his path. Sorry, buddy. So on to the hero matchup. This is Leshrac versus Windrunner. As far as who wins, I would say if you're going to be Leshrac, you're going to have to potentially go for the push strategy and get that first tower, because I don't believe you're going to be able to kill Windrunner. Just my opinion.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any game until now has finished with a tower kill.
Nope. Well, I think none of the finals have. None of this elite or like this group of 8 or whatever. But I remember Swift ending saying he did that in one of the Queen of Pain versus Puck matchups.
The battle begins.
Safe to say it's not occurring regularly.
Right. That was the idea I had behind some of the matchups when I made them. Like, Leshrac's better pusher, Enigma's better pusher.
The problem I see with that is if you pair that up with the 10-minute limit,
yeah,
it doesn't exactly encourage you to push.
Yeah, so that could be a bit of a mistake. And it honestly happened because there was such an interest in it all, actually. I was surprised how many people actually signed up for it.
Denied.
So originally I wasn't going to have a 10-minute limit. But we'd be here all day.
10 minute is good for the same hero matchups that are like early on in the tournament, but for like most matchups, some heroes just take a while to bloom.
Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, I fully agree. And maybe after this first initial rounds, I might switch it to no time limit. Like, once we get done with this first round of losers bracket, I might switch it. Just because I do think it's a little bit unfair. But then again, everyone plays both heroes, so... Alright, so... pretty standard item build so far coming out of Windrunner, I guess. And... Leshrac's looking to cast a lot of spells and got some mana potions. Clarities, I guess I should be correct. Last hit's pretty even.
I'm not really that big a fan of clarities on these high mana heroes. They don't give you much percentagely, and not even in terms of gold efficiency.
Yeah, and it makes you stay back, and Windrunner can easily knock that off of you.
I mean, if you think about it, one clarity is a split earth. Like, and if you get a creep with it, that's already the cost of the clarity, but you'd have to heal it fully, and it's not really that.
He's going for it though. So in case people don't know, there's a little trick you can do with Windrunner by you can cancel the charge up at 75% and you get the full damage still on your power shot. And it looks like eonb knows that, or it looks like he was knowing that. So it can really help you with, instead of drawing out reanimation. 70%, I was corrected. I was close. Not that you could probably tell between 5 and 7, or like between 70 and 75, but whatever.
Well, if you're really high tier,
yeah, like Dragonfist, he knows.
I mean, obviously.
Dragonfist, he knows. Alright, so double damage on Windrunner. Leshrac's scared. He's galloping backwards. And he also has Windrunner has a bottle now, and so does Leshrac. Missed that. With the new changes, it's a little weird because you can just now upgrade your courier to flying. I'm not sure what the standard was initially. Like, felt as though you wanted to get that online as soon as possible so you can start bottle crowing, but.
Well, I don't really think so. I mean, you could, but it's not. It doesn't kick in really quickly. You might want the boots first so you can actually do something. Like having crow is nice, but it's not even that mandatory. Like for the entire game, you can.
That's true.
You can handle yourself well with just the chick.
So Leshrac's making a bit of comeback in last 6 here.
It's surprisingly even when you take like double damage into consideration.
Yeah, that's true. And I think it's probably just easier in general to last hit and harass with Windrunner as opposed to Leshrac. Alright, so
Regen rune.
Regen rune, awesome for him. And when would you want to use it exactly? Would you just blow all your mana and then pop the regen rune, or would you try to save that for maybe do a little bit of exchanging first, and then pop, fall back and then pop the regen rune?
Well, ideally you'd want to trade both health and mana for the regen rune, because it's nice to just use your power shots like from afar and be sure you hit them, but you also want to use standard right clicks while you still have the mana, so nothing wrong can happen. I guess the answer is I would gradually use my mana and then regen.
Yeah. I can't tell if Windrunner is doing that or not without seeing the charge up bar. Actually, I suppose there is a sound you can just listen for, and you just cancel your animation from there.
I'd have to ask how the pros do it, but I think it's more the feeling. If
Probably.
you're really good, you have the feeling.
That's probably what it is. And not only that, you can't cancel it with movement, you have to actually hit S to cancel it. Whereas, like with your attack
really?
animation, you can move, and it'll cancel it for you.
Are
but
you sure about that?
Power shot, I'm pretty positive you can't cancel it with movement.
I am almost as positive of you that you can, but
I'm waiting for Dragonfist to message
I'm
me.
almost sure, but
I think you can't cancel with movement because it's a shamble.
I mean, I might be pressing S subconsciously the entire time, but I'm sure I'm not.
Get out of here. No, you can't. Someone go make a match right now and do it. Alright, well, I'm talking my ass, I guess, because everyone disagrees with me. Ah, close. I guess. Maybe. Misclick.
No, she's got face boots now, so she's going to have a big advantage from last game.
Yeah, wow. Whereas Leshrac's going for a null talisman instead of going for some face boots.
I steal from the slow.
I'm glad neither of the players got their ults. I was curious about that.
Although in a 1v1 to first blood, I don't think skipping Windrunner's ult is necessarily a good idea.
You don't think so?
Because if you do land a shackle, it can secure a kill.
Yeah, but I don't think you get that much damage from your focus fire initially.
Well, it's a 50% damage reduction, and she'll attack about 3 times as fast as she's attacking right now, so you'd end up attacking about 50% faster. Well, you do about 50% more DPS.
You gotta take into account the mana usage as well. It's not exactly cheap.
But if you're securing a kill with it, then that's the end of the game.
True.
The mana cost doesn't matter.
But you, like, will you
Oh,
have
nice.
the mana for it? That's also a good question. Like, mostly in these engagements, you're trading evenly on the power shots, and then only later when you engage, you'll be quite limited on mana. It's rare that you have 500 mana when you're going in for the kill. But I suppose if you are, then it's good.
I probably think I've seen Windrunner versus Windrunner the most out of 1v1s, honestly. And I almost never see any of them get their ults until way later, if it goes late. Most of them get off a good shackle shot, and then kill them with the power shot. Or, you know, power shot and finish up with auto attacks. Stuff like that.
It's a shame that I don't think Leshrac is aware that he has less CS. Maybe he is, but he's not doing anything.
Yeah, he's
about
down
it.
to a minute here. Which is a little bit... I almost want to say fuck this 10-minute rule right now because this is kind of screwing him, but he knows.
He knows. Maybe he doesn't know because he didn't go for ultimate, but he should know.
Hopefully he knows. I thought I went over all the rules the first time with everybody, but he's played enough matches to know that he's blocking creeps and there's 10 seconds left. Alright, well, this is going to be a good game right here unless he kills him in 8 seconds.
Well, fuck.
Alright, a little anticlimactic, but on to the next round.